Most drummers want bigger and better gigs. Whether you're trying to score a better paying gig or you want to expand your network and start playing other types of music, it can be hard to know where to start. Should you work on your chops or your groove? Should you try and see more shows and sit in, or should you take more auditions? With so much to consider, it's no wonder most drummers fall into analysis paralysis and don't end up making any progress. Well, today I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you're not getting gigs and what to do instead. Welcome to my brand spanking new channel called Drummer Gets the Gig, where I help drummers learn more effectively, clarify their musical goals, and become even more hirable. It's not about playing most of the time. As a working drummer, you're expected to know the music and be able to play. Often, it is the personal and psychological things that are holding you back from working more. These are things that people don't often talk about, but it might be affecting you and you don't even know it. Reason number 1, you're not taking the music seriously. It's really important that, especially when you're playing in a cover band, you're playing music that isn't yours, that you try your best to take it seriously. What does that mean? It means that you really take the time to get inside the parts that you're learning and you try to figure out what makes them pop so that when the audience hears you play, they have moments that they can recognize, that they can understand, and that they can resonate with. Now, this doesn't mean just set aside your style and not have any input into what's going on, but it means taking some time to understand what makes this song good. Why do people like it so much? It's your job to figure out what about that part is the most important and the most interesting, and you need to make sure that you're performing it live and doing it some justice. Say you have only a few days or maybe even hours to learn music for a gig. It's important that you do everything possible to make sure that you're learning every single part so that you can get beyond the part that you're playing and listen to others. That is what's going to make you the most successful on this particular gig. It's going to allow you to be able to transcend the part that you're playing and listen to others to make them feel comfortable on stage. When the band feels comfortable, especially you as the drummer driving the bus, they're going to play better, and that in turn is going to make you play better. You want to be as supportive as possible, and that means learning the music inside and out. And I know it can feel sometimes like, why am I learning this? I don't like this song particularly. I don't really like this part. I could come up with a better part, but there's a reason why this song was popular. You need to figure out what that is, and you need to get to the bottom of that. Reason number 2, you might not be a good hang. What do I mean by that? Well, people want to make music with people that they like, with people that they enjoy being around. I would venture to say that it's almost more important. When you get to a certain level, it's expected that you know how to play your part. It's expected that you understand music. It's expected that you're going to show up and play the gig well. But people want to be around other people that they get along with, that make them feel comfortable. It's important that you have this in mind when you're playing the gig, that you're making people feel safe on and off the bandstand. And you're just generally enjoyable to be around. You're focusing on the things that the band is doing well. You're complimenting people on the effort that they put in. You're talking about the good parts of the performance, and you're accentuating those. You're lifting people up. You're not bringing them down. And often it means when you're off the bandstand, talking about music in a positive way, but also talking about other things, finding ways to relate to people so that you're someone that they want to be around. Think about your favorite musicians. I bet you that your top 5 favorite musicians, you absolutely would love to sit down and have coffee with them and spend some time getting to know them. They seem like genuine nice people. And I found that as you get higher and higher up the totem pole of great musicians who are getting all the top gigs, that the vast majority of them are excellent people that are wonderful to be around. They're easygoing. They don't let their talent or what they bring to the table overshadow all the other elements that make them great to be around. So it's really important that you not just focus on your playing, but you also focus on what's happening outside the gig, what's happening off the bandstand. Reason number 3 might come as a surprise to you, but it's actually gossip. We all love to gossip to a certain extent. It makes us feel like we're connecting, and sometimes talking about somebody else makes us feel like we're getting to the bottom of a major issue within the band, but it's really not helpful, and I'll tell you why. Imagine other people listening to you gossip about somebody that's not even there. What do you think that they're thinking as you're talking negatively about the other person? They're thinking, what are they saying about me behind my back? And that's a really concerning thing for a lot of people because, especially musicians, it can be a little bit insecure at times. And to think that somebody you consider a friend is talking negatively behind your back about you can make you feel really concerned and really unsafe. And that translates to the bandstand. When you're making music with people, you're being vulnerable. And when you're vulnerable, you want to make sure that you're in an environment that's safe to be able to express yourself. And if you're the kind of person that's gossiping all the time, even if it feels lighthearted, it's really threatening that safety that you're trying to create on stage for people to create together and make music. So make sure that you don't gossip. Try to be open-minded and be professional. See, if you want to get more gigs, you want to make sure that you're bringing your best to the table every single time, because other people are going to be talking about their experience with you, not just musically, but also personally. Did any of these reasons resonate with you? If so, drop me a comment down below and tell me which one resonated with you the most. This might be the first time you're hearing some of these things. Let's be honest. People don't talk about this stuff, and they're not necessarily going to tell you these things to your face. But by developing some awareness, you can be well on your way to participating in more musically fulfilling situations and getting better gigs. These are skills that take some time to develop. This isn't going to just happen overnight. But I do want to give you a quick win today. Having great sounding drums is important if you want to get better gigs, and that means finally learning how to tune your drums properly. For some reason, us drummers tend to overlook this important aspect of drumming. If you're ready to do this, I put together a free tuning guide that you can download today so you can finally learn how to tune your drums well. Click the link in the description box down below to download your free drum tuning guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on another video real soon.